Got it.
Okay, so I'm here today talking with Denis Pondelak from DDD Invoices. Denis, welcome. Can you please introduce yourself and tell us a bit about who you are and what you do?
Yeah, thank you, Peter, for having me. At DDD Invoices, we are building a global electronic invoicing platform that allows software providers like ERPs, CRMs, different B2B SaaSs, POS systems, etc., to comply with global invoicing regulations, but locally. So when they scale, they don't have any problems with invoicing regulations, as they're a subject to change quite regularly, especially in Europe, where we started.
Great. Okay, cool. So are you a solo founder or you have a co-founder in this business?
I have a co-founder actually. The whole business is actually a family business. My parents started the company many years ago, and now actually DDD Invoice is a spin-off of DDD Solutions. DDD Solutions is focusing more on the general software projects, but just recently, around 2 years ago, we basically started to grasp the concept of electronic invoicing. And then also started exclusively to work on DDD Invoices. That is actually now a spin-off, utilizing what we've built at DDD Solutions now to be able to provide a comprehensive solution on a global scale.
Okay, nice. Can you tell us a bit about your team size, where you're at in terms of like revenue, burn rate, a little bit, so we understand like where you are with the business?
Of course. So I started the company, this spin-off, together with Dusan. He's into ERP industry for around 30 plus years. So the whole technological aspect is done by him and his team. We are about 11 people, 7 on the technological side, and 4 on the marketing and the sales side. So the whole platform actually started as an integration platform, as in the cloud, as an integration platform for businesses, and then it kind of switched to electronic invoicing platform since we like grasped the idea and find out how big of the electronic invoicing actually is in the general scale. The whole business is actually quite interesting because in order to operate our system, we have 7 people working on the technical side, but we differentiate between the technical side and the configurators of our system, because really we don't need any developers in order to configure the platform itself because of the way it was done. So when I say 7 technical people, I mean 4 actual developers, but the 3 configurators are actually non-technical people by education, but they can still operate the operations that would be normally required by the developers itself. So that leaves us quite we can expand to other countries faster. We can employ people that don't have technical skills, and they're easier to get on the market. In terms of the size of the business, as I said, we are 11 people. We are currently at the beginning of the DDD Invoices process, making around 100K per month. And we have around 48 integrators into this will be the software providers. So our clients range from different local ERPs. We are also working with different SaaS providers, like a rent-a-car software provider or parking system provider that require fiscalization, for example. But we're also able to integrate into the enterprise's own ERPs. So, for example, we have one integration into SAP system in Montenegro, as well as one bigger company and their own integration into their own ERP. Also on the lookout for more companies now when Poland and Romania are moving to B2B electronic invoicing.
Cool. Okay. Well, what did you say your MRR is, Denis?
So monthly revenue is around 7.6, a little bit short of 8 with the integrators, and I didn't count into that the whole So before starting that, we were developing a normal web application just for a user interface for invoicing, right? That
Yeah.
of course has all the abilities of the platform. So in the platform, we are adding new countries, new electronic invoicing, new fiscalization support, and this web app is actually have all these features. And we are doing around 4,000 more of that one. But this is like a separate brand of DDD Invoices.
Yeah, I see. I see. How long have you been operating the business?
So we incorporated this thing actually just recently in April 2023.
Okay.
I am in the whole electronic invoicing around 2.5 years now. Started as first as the marketing for the web app. And then in September last year, we kind of grasped the idea of the global electronic invoicing, realized there is a very big potential here. Started the company and yeah, also incorporated and yeah, now expanding the team.
Cool. Okay, that sounds great.
Yeah.
So you're working towards profitability. What was your current burn rate?
So it's quite a lot still, since we needed a lot of development in the beginning. We are currently burn is I think about 23,000 per month.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and so most of that sounds like most of that is going into product development and the software development, but also marketing now.
Yeah, correct. So the whole platform itself, it's of course it needs maintenance. And so what we are also doing is expanding or adding the new countries standards into our platform. So this is where most of the funding is going. I wouldn't call it product development. I would just call it basically maintenance and expanding, because the product itself, it's already live, it's already operating, and there are not any new features being added at the moment. But yeah, the other thing is then of course reaching out. Also, we are talking with different companies to employ in-field sales team. So yeah, I would say around half into marketing and half into the product maintenance thing. Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, so what's really interesting at the moment is that you're currently looking for your pre-seed funding. So would you like to tell us a little bit about how you've been approaching that, what things you've learned, and what have you learned about seeking your first round here?
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually a quite I won't lie, it's a stressful project that we started with in terms of the fundraising. Yeah, I actually spoke with around 30 investors in the last 2 months, and it's the first time I'm doing that. Also the whole company's first time fundraising. Everything till now was bootstrapped, but now we want to basically scale this thing and make it more. Have the bigger market, get the bigger market quite faster. In terms of the fundraising experience, it started with a really bad pitch deck that we improved with every conversation, of course. We also went through the accelerator that helped us a lot with getting the intros. But now kind of we have quite a good pitch deck already. It also helps we have some revenue, so they're of course investors more keen to talk to us. And with every investor you learn something. We are still kind of grasping the whole concept of how to properly speak to them, but we are I would say we are close to getting a deal. We want to get the funding in the next couple of weeks, and we have a couple of promising conversations lined up. And here I would just say that yeah, reach out to as many people as you can, and also learn from every conversation as you go. Note to self as well. So yeah.
Denis, what was your biggest learning that you changed in your pitch deck after speaking with some of the investors?
Easy. Every founder loves their product, right? every investor loves the opportunity. So speaking about, yeah, it's a tough mental change you need to do, because yeah, even though some investors and also like our product is quite hard to grasp, because we are not like directly into the consumer. We are talking with the software providers that have consumers, and we are actually solving a problem for them. So this is for some investors, if that they're not in the space, hard to grasp and hard to explain eloquently in the short period of time that you have in those couple of minutes. So yeah, switching from finding the way to easily explain what you do, and then to, once they understand what you do, talk about the opportunity for them. This is the key here.
Yeah, I see. Hey, that sounds really great. Sounds like you shifted your mindset from thinking about the product to learning to pitching the opportunity and painting a picture for investors that they can get interested and excited about. Yeah, good. Okay, so what's next for you? How do you think you will allocate the pre-seed funding? What would you look to be spending that on, and what do you think it will do for the business?
So with the pre-seed, what we're able to do is we're able to allocate most of these resources to the sales and marketing. So now it comes down to execution, as well as keeping of course, the whole platform ready. We are already, I would say 60 to 70% already incorporated the Polish and Romanian standard into our platform. So in that regard, we did our job. And now it comes down to basically selling, doing the proper marketing. After the end of August, we are also be launching our new website, and then doing the whole inbound campaign, as well as start with the proper outbound campaign from September to December, as the Q4 is coming to the finish. So with all the funding, all the pre-seed, this will basically give us the whole runway for another 12 months, for the whole 12 months, that we are looking basically to then cover the whole Poland and Romania, get the clients there, and then start to shift the focus to the next countries that are going to mandate the B2B electronic invoicing, and it will be France, Spain, and Belgium. So at the end of that period, we will be starting to look for the new seed round, to attack the next countries.
Oh, hey, Denis, thanks for sharing all this. It sounds fascinating. I wish you all the best on your journey and with your seed round. How can people check out, follow you, and also check out DDD Invoices?
Yeah, sure. So I'm on LinkedIn, so you can just type my name there, it should pop up, as well as on the dddinvoices.com. I'll be happy to have a chat with you if you find our solution would bring you some peace of mind and to get you back to solving the core of your business and stop focusing on the compliance part. We handle the boring thing.
Cool. Okay, sounds like you're doing something really useful and valuable. Okay, thanks again, Denis. Great to speak with you. Thanks for joining us. Okay, see you later.